Hello, buddy. My name is Johnny87, and welcome to something. Oh, it's not something scary. It's a spooky Halloween editions, or usually called the Seven Horror Stories Animated by Complication of October 2018. Just like this year. So maybe my chores are done. Baka tapos na ako sa mga aking mga gawain. At sana makapanood na tayo sa wakas. Yeah. Lord, pabigyan mo naman na po ako. Oh, napag-aalala. Okay. Let's watch videos and don't forget to shoot the subscribe button and leave a like. Ayaw nyo kalimutan mag-sign mag-like and subscribe to Zymonica. Okay? Please. Notice me. So this is the show apartment story.
I am in my mid-40s. This is what happened nearly 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
One
Wow.
day I visited one of my friends at his apartment, which was very old and shabby.
Yep.
There was an entrance to an elevator in the center of the corridor.
How could you
I
walk?
can't remember well, but my friend lived in unit 701 or 801 on the 7th or 8th floor. So looking at the apartment building from outside the main entrance, his house was on the far left end.
Yeah.
One summer day, my friend said he was alone and didn't have any plans. So we called two of our friends and had a drinking party.
Nice story.
The four of us had been drinking since the early evening, and just before passing out, we all lied on the floor, turned the lights off, and started.
It looks like it doesn't just drink. I mean, look at this guy. Tingnan niyo, no? Mukha siya nakahay. Ito nagkikipag-usap. Ito, mukhang lasing. Ito, parang naghihisit, parang siya muna. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm just reacting, the animation.
Talking. While talking to each other, a beam of street light entered through the window and was shining on the ceiling. I guess the street lights on the first floor of the apartment complex were on. Of course, we were talking while gazing at the ceiling. All of a sudden, the white ceiling turned black, as if something covered up the light. At that moment, we looked out the window while crouching down. Someone with a creepy vibe was hanging on a steel bar.
Look at that! Is that King Kong? I don't know, but it doesn't look scary at all, but it looks cool! What do you call an anime cool? Suki!
Outside the window. Since the light was shining from behind that person, we could not see his face clearly. Then, after making an unidentifiable gesture, he smiled, showing his white teeth without making a sound. We were so shocked at that moment that we stopped talking and were frozen with silence.
Run!
Suddenly, one of us picked up an empty bottle of wine, ran toward the window shouting, "Kill that bastard!" But the creepy guy had disappeared. After a few minutes, we went out of the apartment to see where he had gone, but we could not find him. We could only hear his stomping footsteps and assumed he entered the corridor and went down the stairs. Going down the stairs is the only way that stomping sound could be made. It sounded like he descended to the first floor and was walking around, so we followed down the stairs looking for him, but quickly returned to the apartment, still filled with fear. At first, we thought it must have been a robber or some crazy guy laughing in front of the window. But when we came back to our friend's house, we were all shocked. The distance between the end of the corridor.
All of them look shocked, except for this guy. It looks like he saw that beast before. Look at it, he's full of shock. In fear, look, it's very shocked. And this just looks like, hey, what? It's like questionable. Parang patanong na tingin. Ito naman, parang wala, parang Wow! Ganda, no? Kaya sila takot ito, hindi. Parang kapatid niya yata yung nakasulat, ha?
And the window of our friend's apartment was too long for someone hanging onto the steel window bar to jump across. Only a crazy person would try and fall to their death. Ordinary people can't even hold on to the steel bar. We thought that maybe someone had committed suicide by jumping from the roof of the apartment and cut the steel bar while falling. So we went down to the first floor to see if a body was there, but there wasn't a single trace. After that experience, I never visited his house again.
There's a lizard man.
I am a 19.
Okay. He looks pretty awesome. This is a window with iron bars, and it's just looking like that inside. Hey, bro, I gotta go out. I think that's lizard or some kind of venom.
Male, and this happened many years ago when I was very young. To give you an idea of the layout
There's
of
a nice
our house back then,
Too small.
the living room has multiple windows that directly look out.
Multiple windows. Does that include the door? Maybe. I don't know. See, who knows?
Onto the back garden. There's a big gate in our driveway to stop anyone from getting in. Next to the living room is the kitchen.
Hold on. The story's good, the animation, but the voice actors is talking like, once upon a time, this tragic happened a few years ago, when I'm still younger, you know. Like the dad is talking.
Which also has more windows, but
And
also
so did the door.
back door. This will be relevant to the story. So my mother was completing the household chores as she does one day. I was sitting in the living room watching television on the sofa
That's
with my
him.
back to the living room windows.
His hair looks exactly like a sponge. That look exactly a sponge that dip in a ball of water for 3 minutes. I don't know. I mean, look at it. I don't know if it's a wig or something, but what is that? Is that a goat, sheep, or a dog?
All of a sudden, I saw a figure reflecting off of the picture frame hanging on the wall opposite the window. I asked my mom if my dad was back from work, to which she said no. I'll never ever forget the look of horror on her face when I told her that yes, he was. He's in the garden. She looked outside the window and almost had a heart attack when she saw a scruffy looking but fairly built man outside the...
Hold on. That exactly looked like a zombie. And it's like a fight for zombies? Like, is that Jesus? Like a zombie praying, praising for your brain, like. Wow, nice animation by the way, but look at this skin. It's very gray pale. And his tongue, the violet. Good one, but looks like a psycho. He looks like looks like he never slept for 30 days. Look at his eyebrow. It's a burned.
living room window. This didn't seem to faze him at all, though. He psychotically smiled at my mother through the glass, and my mom asked him what he was doing on our property. He said nothing, with the same sadistic smirk on his face. She said that she was going to call the police, and what he said is one of the scariest things I've ever heard. He screamed at my mother through the glass that if she even got her phone out, that he would break the glass. She did not know what to do. She paused and tried to...
I'm gonna tell you what the first thing to do. First, grab your son to the kitchen and pick a knife. 2, hide somewhere, the closet, door, your room, your son's room. 3rd, call the cops. Or before that, you have to call cops first. And 4th, maybe it's gonna be refers to the 3rd one. Leave the house! Run! And 5, maybe you could just kill him by himself when he's trying to get in and break the glass. Just easy. You're nearly close to the kitchen. Damn it.
Rapidly think of what to do next. How to keep us both safe.
Grab the knife.
She wanted to protect me by calling the police.
Knife.
But she also didn't want him to hurt me if she did try to call them. As soon as he saw that she was terrified, he ran for the back door. Luckily, it was locked because my mom has always been a paranoid person, so she always locks the doors. He screamed at her to let him in, or if she didn't, he'd find a way in and kill us both. My mother told him to fuck off, which enraged him.
Oh! Oh, you got a knife then! Then it's much good if you bring that frying pan. That's a good one. Look at that. Look at. Where is it? Where is the frying pan?
And kill us both. My mother told him.
Yeah. It's all the frying pan like he's gonna burn his face from the below of it. It's like, hey, yeah, fuck up. But in the name of frying pan, Jesus, I command you back to hell, you bucker. You motherfucker. Get off. You got a knife, huh? I got a big fucking frying pan, and it's still hot. It's gonna burn your fucking skin down. Come on, little bitch. It's a good one.
To fuck off, which enraged him, and he pulled out a pocket knife and began bashing hard against the windows. I was...
Yeah. Here's the first thing you need to do. When he successfully break the glass window using that kitchen knife or some knife, quickly hit his hand or face to fuck off. Like, for example, this. I'm gonna teach you something, a lesson. Look, this is the glass door. When you successfully do that and tries to pick up, you have to hit his hand first, then to the face. Bang! Just like that. Whoa, fuck! Fuck up, motherfucker! Yeah, come on! So, see, that's the best thing you need to do. Now we got a lesson from me.
Still oblivious to what was happening, as I just thought I was my dad. I was very young. My mom frantically grabbed me, and I don't mean picked me
There's
up.
a frying
She
pan.
literally grabbed me off the sofa and booked it up the stairs. We were backing up in the upstairs hallway, looking for anywhere to hide, when my mom's younger brother popped out of his room with his headphones on. My mom didn't even realize he was home, and he clearly didn't hear the commotion downstairs because of his headphones. My uncle was 25 at the time and was really well built. He's intimidated a lot of people. My mom cried and told him that there's a guy who's trying to break in. While she's telling him this, that creepy lunatic screamed from downstairs that he was in the house. He said cynically, "Boogeyman is coming out to get you," which really freaked me out. It freaked me out so much that I actually remember that.
Oh, Boogeyman, huh? Hold on. Let me continue the story by myself. Hold on. Boogeyman is coming to get you. Oh, Boogeyman, huh? Well, do you know me? I'm the guy who's about to kick your ass, huh? You wanna piss with me, huh? Huh? Come on, bitch, huh? Oh, no! I'm gonna beat you to death. Don't ever fuck my mom. Don't ever break my house. Call the police. That's how you do it. Okay? You're a bodybuilder. Smash his ass. Now.
To this day. Anyway, since the guy didn't know my uncle was home, he kept yelling and telling us to come out and that it wouldn't be painful. My uncle told us to lock ourselves in the bathroom and call the police. We did, and after 5 minutes of groaning and blatant violence downstairs, the police stormed in and found the guy bloodied and my uncle on top of him.
Yeah! He's beating that guy like for hell. Like example, look at this fellow. You wanna fuck with me? I'm the motherfucker. Yeah, that's a heroic uncle. Whew. I might be much more happier if I have an uncle like that. Woo!
Beating him mercilessly. My uncle really didn't hold back. Turns out that he was a known pedophile, which is why he was watching me for so long while I was watching TV. After that day, my mom was terrified to be home alone at the house. I loved it as a child because I found the running and hiding fun, obviously because I was young. I can never thank my uncle enough for being there at the right time.
That dude is a savage, yo! I think punching his ass. Yeah. You're just a boogeyman. I'm a ass boogeyman, ass fucking fighter, huh? You know what my job is? I'm a rank 1 at being boogeyman ass, huh? Yeah! Come on, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm a rank 1, and I'm the best. I'm a pro, you're just a noob, mother. That's it.
When my mother clearly forgot that he was still home, it honestly gives me chills, wondering what he would have done to my mother and myself if my uncle was not there.
Now we gotta learn lesson for today, not just for me but to the movie. First, if you have a big family or a mother, father, a son, it's you. If you have 3 of them and you're just 2 away, like as he said, what happened if my uncle's not there? You have to teach your mom how to kill. Oh no. Rewind. You have to do some acting stuff or just be more tough. There are a lot of girls tough, especially moms. You notice the scene, right? Fuck off! His mom just made a few mistakes, like dropping that phone, dropping the pen, not hitting that guy. He just made a few mistakes because she was being panicked. That's normal. Yeah, even say it's not normal, but it's totally normal. But truly, see kids, if you had a bodybuilder in your house or like a brother, sister that is tough, if you got a big problem like that, in that case of scenarios, you have to call them out. It's like, hey, brother, we got a big problem. There's a man look like a boogeyman trying to kill me, mom. Do something. If that brother is so tough, he would come there and hide you first. But if that brother is like a gayish, oh no, what is to do? You go, come here, hide. I'm gonna get the kitchen knife right there. Boom. See kids, don't listen to it. Just listen to the stories.
I work at a pizza joint in Chicago, and I unfortunately have the shitty responsibility of delivering pizzas, usually on the weekends, and usually at night. I've asked my boss for day shifts, but she seems to ignore my requests and give me whatever shifts I don't want the most. I know being a pizza delivery man is somewhat of a dangerous job, but I never imagined anything like what happened to me a few months ago could actually happen. There is this one customer that always calls in and acts strange as hell on the phone. Sometimes he will just hang up on you, Sometimes he'll order pizzas normally, but make crazy sounds while he does, and then hang up. We've always thought this guy was just an idiot playing pranks. He would make really weird comments too, like, "I want to order a large pizza with pineapples, mustard, and your skin." I'll never forget that one. We usually just hang up on his ass now, and we always know it's him calling because his number is saved in our system. So he called again a few months ago and ordered a pizza normally. No bullshit, no weird comments or sounds, and gave his address too. I thought it would be interesting to finally deliver to this guy, and when I drove up to his house, it was something you'd see in a scary movie. An old as hell looking place right on the line where we don't deliver, not in the busy part of the city where most of our orders come in. The house looked like it was about 100 years old, and there were no lights on that I could see. I wasn't scared.
That is a serial killer. It's like a psychotic killer, but it's kind of a little serial. Well, it's pretty obvious that killers hide from dark places. Something like that is normal, but this one is different. It's like the Halloween. Jason, Michael Myers, he's hiding in I don't know, his house or his hospital, but I can't remember his house. I think that's Michael Myers over there.
Or anything.
But Michael
Just
Myers
looking forward to seeing what he looked like. When I went to the front door, I rang the bell, but it wasn't working, so I knocked. I realized I forgot the guy's soda and thought he'd give me shit for sure, or just freak out on me. Nobody answered right away, so I knocked again on this big door. He opened up after that second time. He was wearing this weird-looking mask around his mouth. Only his mouth. His eyes were opened wide, and I told him how much the pizza was, and that I was sorry I forgot the drink. He looked down, I think, and then said, "It's okay," and then looked at me again. I stood there looking at him for like 5 seconds in silence when I got bored of his shit and told him the amount again. He said okay, and then asked me, "Has anyone ever attacked me before?" I told him no, and if they did, they'd be sorry. He then took off his mask that was covering his mouth, and he had big-ass scars all around his mouth. I have no idea.
That's the Joker. The grin. That killer is kind of twisted. It's a very good one. All killers been much more psychotic. Well, like Dame Dick says, Dick from Batman. All psychos just getting younger. But that psycho looks like he's been killing people like 20 years now.
What they were from, and can't even imagine what they might have been from. But he looked seriously messed up. He smiled at me and his lips were all cracked. I noticed he wasn't about to hand me some money, so I told him I was leaving. I turned around and started walking down the steps, and he screamed at me and slammed the door. This bastard was crazy, and I don't think any of his shit was to be funny. That final scream he gave me was creepy as hell, even though I kind of expected him to do something like that. He has called several times since then, and we always just tell him now that he is on our no delivery list. He usually just screams and hangs up, or cusses out whoever is on the phone.